Hello, welcome to another Kickstarter Stress Test. And yes, the huge pile of board games hasn't disappeared. It just moved over there to a new calyx. So finally the frame is a little bit nicer. Not as intense. Still a little bit messy, but I'll fix that. So Kickstarter Stress Test, I've been trying to do these weekly, but work has been rough. In a good way, a lot of fun projects, which I hope you've been seeing when my videos go up. So I really wanted to catch this one before it ends, Park Life, because I had the opportunity to meet Dylan at Gamma Expo. He gave me a prototype of this adorable game, and he didn't ask me for anything in return. We just had a very nice chat, and I think this campaign has a lot we can learn from. I really think it's very interesting. He did something unique that no one has done yet. But let's dive into it. So just saying, I have a copy of the game. I played it. I actually played it with my kids yesterday, and we really enjoyed it. I did not expect them to be able to pick up the rules of trick taking, but it worked out. And this hedgehog is adorable. My daughter is it's one of her stuffed animals now. She owns him now. Anyway, so let's get into this. In the Kickstarter stress test, we basically look at campaign page from the point of view of a potential superfan. This is a person that will ideally love this game, and we're trying to see the way the story of the campaign and the story of the game is presented to see if it flows well and if we have any objections or confusions along the way. So let's dive into it. Park Life, GBCA EU. Okay, Great Britain, Canada, EU. Is this places that we're going to be shipping to? Is it shipping friendly? That is my first guess, but that is something which confuses me a little bit to have right at the start. Second thing that's confusing me is Park Life. What? Okay, so trick taking game. Cozy trick taking game. Okay, so this is a game. Obviously, we're seeing the games right here, but I want to see how soon we get that base information of what this is. A celebration of public spaces and cute hedgehogs. So that's adorable. We have 3 hedgehogs emojis. A celebration of public spaces. Okay, so that is yeah, I get Park Life. It is public spaces might not be the right term I would use here. Because public spaces is not a term which is cozy to me. So maybe just go back with parks, a celebration of I don't know, local parks or city parks or something like that. Just keep us in this sort of nice cozy area. Maybe this is a place to sort of mention the weathers that change. Weather is a very important factor to this game. But public spaces, I think, is one of the things that is like, oh, what does that actually mean? Okay, but we get trick taking, we get cozy. I immediately know what I'm getting into, and we have this adorable hedgehog, which I'm like, well, what is that about? Well, we're looking at the banner. We have Park Life, a cozy trick taking game. We got the players, time, age, project we love, which is great, and all these friendly shippings. And I see the sizes of the box, which they seem rather small. And I'm like, okay, this should be nice, cheap. I love trick taking. I love the art. I love maybe hedgehogs, and I love plushies. What is this about? Let's see.
Park Life is a trick-taking card game for 1 to 4 players per box in 30 minutes, ages 8 and up, for competitive, co-op and solo play. Depending on the weather, we sell umbrellas, ice cream, kites or hot drinks. The winner of each trick discards from their hand, allowing others to have dramatic comebacks. The game comes in 2 editions. Hedgehog Edition focuses on mind games and tactics. People Edition focuses on push your luck and strategy.
Okay, we are 24 seconds in, and I literally know everything this product has to offer. So that's amazing. Okay, that's, and at the same time, it didn't feel frantic. It felt actually cozy and nice. The only downside of this video, I think, is so yeah, specifically the stock footage. You know, you have great art to the game. Why not just focus on the art? Umbrellas when you're cold. You know, hot drinks when it's snowy. Okay, so just show this thing with the game. You don't need stock footage. Stock footage really puts us off because it just doesn't show the product. It feels fake already. We don't. I've even when I worked at like marketing firms that were just like churning out videos after another, we would try to really like find stock footage that doesn't look like stock footage, because instantly you could see a difference between a video sporting just happy people having a good time and something that felt as if it wasn't actually stock footage. So, okay, that's enough about shitting on stock footage.
And strategy. If you're new to trick-taking games, the theme will gently guide you into the genre. If you're a hand management fan, you need to try this trick-taking twist. Interested? Name your price. Seriously, pay anything you want, plus shipping, handling, and tax for one retail copy of the game.
What? That gets me very excited. What does that mean?
For both games and all the stretch goals, including this plushie, back the VIP level. Please consider backing Park Life now. Thanks.
Perfect ending, okay? This was just mind-blowing. It's like, what does that actually mean? And okay, so now I'm so intrigued, I gotta go in. Right out the gate, we have this wonderful GIF. And look, I know this is only 14,000. But let's look into it, okay? I'm aware this isn't like a smashing success, but I think for Dylan, this is exactly what he was hoping for. Okay, let's go down. I'm a game bag. So again, we have this. We have it in 3 languages, which is nice. Hedgehog Edition is a pure trick-taking game. Okay, the People Edition adds tableau building. Okay. Interesting. So for both games and all stretch goals, this is too small. This is too small. Make this definitely bigger. One day I'll do a stress test on the phone, just so you see what this does. For both games and all stretch goals, include this plushie back at the VIP level. VAT friendly, language dependent, independent game. This is great. As seen in Trick Taking Table Dice Tower West. That sounds interesting. Okay, is that an award? It was just featured? Then we have reviews. This is already one of my favorite card games in 2024. I'm going to be incredibly surprised if it leaves my top 10. That's a great review. This is a game. I love this thumbnail. The tableau building part of the game is really cool. That is a terrible review. I would not even put this here because that's just like it's like a review. I would put that way lower. Chill and with challenging moments of chaotic joy. That is a pretty good review. That should have definitely been higher than this one. And then we have all these videos, but I feel like all of this stuff came a bit too early. I really want to know what the pay what you want means. Okay, but I guess we'll get to that. What's in the box? Everything is a little bit too small, but let's get straight to the point of what I wanted to talk to. Oh, we have stretch goals even. Stickers. Oh, that's cute. Okay, and then we have the deluxe version. Wait. Hedgehog Edition, People Edition. These are non-deluxe. Okay, then we have deluxe, which is a box, and another box. Okay. That's great. And then we have the VIP is both deluxe editions and this plushie. I think this could have had another graphic because I might completely miss it. Pledge levels. Okay, but here they sort of spread it out. First of all, you have the print and play. $1. That's pay what you want. That's perfect. Okay, PNPs. are very hard to price. $1 I still think is a little too cheap, but he's going on the trust factor here. People will actually decide if they want to give more. So having that minimum $1 is actually very smart, because you're like, I feel like this is worth more than $1. And it's sort of a way to build a trust with your audience. And it's not only the print and play, you could actually get the standard version of this game with a pay what you want model. I would have loved to know, how will I receive this game? What sort of package would it look like? Because it's not going to be a box. That's a deluxe edition. So, and I can choose which one. What happens if I want both? How does that look like? Is that possible to do with the pay what you want model? Can I do it as an add-on? I have all these questions like coming up to me right now, but having that as a baseline, the pay what you want, it's only $3. That, I feel like, really opens your heart in a way. It gives this sort of messaging of, I just want people to enjoy this game regardless. It makes me trust Dylan more, it makes me trust the product, and it definitely makes it easier for me to want to jump to the deluxe edition. Honestly, I think the VIP, most people are going to get the VIP because that plushie is adorable. But jumping to $49 for a simple trick-taking game, even though it's 2, is very difficult. But doing that journey, and this is what I talk about when I say story, doing that journey from the print and play to the pay what you want. Literally, I could be paying $3 and enjoying this game. And then 25, yeah, this is what I would pay for a board game. It's still this or that. And then getting both of them, 25 plus 25 is 50, and the plushie, that's a great deal. That is great value. So let's see what people actually chose. Okay, my prediction is most people will just go for the VIP. That's usually what you come to Kickstarter usually to spend money, not to, unless you do a print and play. So it's either going to be in the print and play or the VIP. I'm very curious to see how many people did actually pay what they want. So let's see. So print and play, 77 people. Okay, and there's a total amount of 465. So 77 people got the print and play. And then the pay what you want, 49. Okay, that's interesting. And it, oh, $16 value. That would have been great to have anywhere here. And you get the print and play. You see, it was like, so all this text, even now reviewing this page, I completely lost everything, all the details here in the text. So the graphics could do more work. So that's 49 people. And then Hedgehog Edition, pay what you want, 82 people. So I told this when I met him. I think the hedgehogs were adorable. Definitely they're going to be more popular than the people. Who cares about people? Okay, so this is a lot of people, 82 people and 49 people. Okay, so that's like 130 something people that prefer to pay what they want. I wonder if they paid the minimum or they paid more. You cannot know. There's also a limited quantity. I didn't notice that. That's interesting. But let's go. Nobody wanted the People Deluxe Edition. 56 people wanted the Deluxe Hedgehog Edition compared to 82 people that just got the pay what you want. And then we get to the VIP, and like I said, 137 people got the VIP. They just made all that journey. They wanted the plushie. They wanted everything included. And you never know what the other people are slowly might be climbing up the ladder to get to this. But the important thing is there is something for everyone. Everyone can find a way to enjoy the game. And you can get the previous game, which is, if anyone's interested, not a lot of people were, but some were. So it's good to have a pledge level like that if you want to get rid of copies. We had a few... Oh, wow. So this was literally unlocked by having 100 comments. That is interesting. Okay, so this is something I'm pretty sure he planned on having anyways, but locking it behind something that was relatively achievable, 100 comments, I think did wonders for this campaign page. I've been so busy, I haven't been on Kickstarter too often, but this campaign might have jumped up for me if I would have looked, because this is clearly something for me. And then we have all these stickers, but now going down, like where do I get these stretch goals? I imagine the VIP relevant stretch goals. Here, relevant stretch goals. So yeah. I feel like for such a simple game, this campaign could have been a little bit simpler. Okay, a little bit simpler. And the text needs to be just a bit bigger. But overall, I think for what they were going for, this worked really, really well. And I've heard Dylan posting about, I've seen Dylan posting about it, and says he's very, very pleased. They have at least, they can print 500 copies at least. Who knows, maybe more. There's still 2 more days till the end of the, 2 more days, no. Yeah, there's 2 more days till the end of the campaign, a little bit more than 2 more days. There's going to be the 48-hour email. We'll see how many people convert from that. This campaign could easily reach 20 grand. And then you have 1,000 print run, which is wonderful. That's great for such a small game. I imagine, with everything, you might be scared of a pay what you want system that you will just not have any margins. You won't get your money back. You won't because everyone will just take the $3. But you can clearly see that it just made this journey to this $49 pledge much, much easier, because you are making the decision. You don't feel like you're being slammed over the head with something, with FOMO, or with that the price just doesn't match the perceived value. Here you can clearly see the value. You're sort of being fed it as you're going down. Print of play, just a basic version of just the game if you just care about the game. But if you want like the nice little tiny box, you can get the tiny box. If you want to get everything and have everything in a plushie, which honestly, this is great. Every time I can imagine just taking the plushie and it's actually a game. Just that presentation. And that should have been more apparent in the video, I think. It's such a great selling point. This could be a whole line of games. I think they did a really, really good job with it. I think it's fantastic. And yeah, I hope they have a great finish. So check out this game. And I hope you enjoyed this review. And yeah, try to look in your game. How do you set that journey, the pledge levels journey? And that journey could come through pledge levels. It could come through the page itself. How do you lead people to that final pledge level where you want people to be spending their money, the deluxe edition, the limited edition, whatever? And how do you make it make sense? Make sure that the value, the perceived value, sort of makes sense. And I can show a few examples where that wasn't done well. And when you look at the price, you're like, what? I didn't expect that. You want to have the reaction of, yeah, that makes sense. With all this stuff, it makes sense. Okay, so until next time.